Hi everyone, it's Embodied Time with Polly. It's when I find some video online that piques my interest, or maybe you share one with me, and I break it down through the psychosomatic lens. So let's dive in. A few days ago, I stumbled on Jillian Turecki on Instagram. Her interview with Soft White Underbelly, and they were uncovering the topic why love is such a universal struggle. I haven't seen the whole interview, but even after those 30 seconds, I couldn't stay quiet. It was a bit confusing, and as it's out there in the world, I felt like that some comment just had to be done. So I agree and disagree with her at the same time. I completely sign under these statements that she made. People don't really understand love. True. Love is choice and it's a practice. 100%. Love stays alive when we feed it and nourish it. Yeah, girl. Also true. Butterflies and that intensity she was talking about the feelings it's not love. Also true. And then she explains that these feelings, it's about passion and lust. 100% true. I literally sign under that. And then she said, love is caring about another person's well-being as much as your own. True, so true. There is nothing in there that I would be like, oh, perfectly sad, beautifully sad, amazing. But then she said, we think it's something that we feel. Something that we feel. And then she goes like, most of us think that it's supposed to just exist and we're supposed to just feel in love all the time. Okay, let me get clear with that. My psychosomatic specialist inside literally just flew upside down when she said that, and I was like, wait, what? Just feel? And the tone of voice that she said it in, I was like, what? After that, I literally had to drink some glass of water and like to tell myself, to not just myself, to tell my body and mind that like everything's okay, breathe. She was just saying her own opinion, that's fine. Of course, after that, she explained that most of the time people confuse the feeling of love with feeling the butterflies and intensity that she was talking about. 100% true, agreed with that, signed under that. But I do believe that you can't tell almost 2 million people that love is not something we feel. Like, it can be a little bit confusing to a lot of people, and they will see love as something different, and they would be like, oh, okay, it's just choice, it's just practice, when it's more than that for sure. Why did it fuel me? Because when I was listening to it, even my body was like, what was happening? I felt so uncomfortable. And a lot of people, when they hear these kind of statements and a person who they do trust, they're like, oh, okay, that's what she's saying, then what I'm feeling is not true, she knows better, then my feelings are just like out of the window. No, that's not true. We do listen to our body, we do listen to our intuition, and if there is even a small little discomfort down there, it means, or somewhere in the body, it means that like you don't feel comfortable with the thing that she's saying. And I'm like 100% sure that your nervous system and your body would totally completely disagree that love is not just something we feel. Okay, let me get straight to it. The long-term love that we all want to experience is definitely not the feeling of butterflies and intensity like the Jillian was mentioning. But I do believe it would be really nice for her to mention, maybe to add 10 more seconds if she was talking about it, what the feeling of love is for people. I do believe that what love is, it is your own combination of feelings of safety, because by the end of the day, it's exactly what all of us are constantly seeking. After walking with almost thousands of people, I have realized that the experience of love is really the experience of safety, and each of us kind of creating our own set of feelings of safety, like in our own way. I do get where Jillian is coming from. She's trying, I feel like, show us love as more practical. So right now, me as a psychosomatic specialist, I will also unravel and explain to you love as kind of practical. Love does require feelings. Your body, my body would 100% agree with me with that. We're constantly feeling something, and our inner state always moves. So when we talk about the long-term love, it is really about the desire to feel safe with the person who you live with, or the person who you chose, or the person who you love, or the person who you just with right now. And here's the key: you need to define what safety with another person means for you. It's a set of feelings, a unique combination, different for every single person. And here I will tell you some examples people might choose as part of their own safety set. Feeling of financial safety, feeling of being heard, feeling of being cared about, feeling of being yourself without mask, no edits, feelings of being respected, feeling of responsibility for each other's words, actions, feeling of being understood, and feeling of being warmed by someone's presence, word, gestures. I will add a little bit more in here, but you should understand that your safety with another person is something specifically, uniquely yours, not anyone else's. For sure, you will have some similarities in what safety means to you, but still you would have your own set of feelings. And these feelings appear at different times, in different situations. They kind of weave together to create a felt sense of love. So hopefully I was able to show you the practicality of love, but no matter how much we talk about the love in theory, we still feel it in our bodies, because love at its core, it's still feeling, and a deeply embodied one. And even neuroscience backs this up. When you are with someone who feels safe, your brain releases oxytocin. This is a bonding hormone. Your stress hormone lowers, the cortisol, and your muscle softens, your heart calms, your heart rate calms, and your nervous system shifts into regulation. That's not imagination, that's biology, that's psychosomatics. Love lives in your body long before your brain puts it into words. So when Jillian says it's not something we feel, my body says opposite. Love is something we feel. It's not butterflies, it's safety, it's belonging, it's presence, and each of us has to define our own unique recipe for love. If this spoke to you, stay with me, because every week I will be unpacking more topics through the nervous system, through the psychosomatics, through the lens no one dares to speak. Comment below if there are any other videos you would want me to talk about. And that's it for today. This is In Body. See you on Sunday.